Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your monthly reading for November 2023. This is for Taurus and Taurus Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cult across spread. I also use astrology on my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Taurus. I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So Taurus, take a bow. Take a bow. All right. We just came out of some of the biggest. We had a heavy retrograde moment. We had the changing of the nodes. We just came out of two eclipses, one of which was in your sign. We've gone through a lot. So I want you to take a bow. Congratulations. You made it. You made it to this brand new chapter in your life. A completely brand new chapter, and I am loving it for you. I'm loving it for you, especially with the serious eclipses leaving your sign. And it's been in your sign, these eclipses, for the past year and a half. So things have been, and then also you have to remember that, there was you going through with Jupiter was in your 12th house. You were in your head a lot, and there was just a lot of things that were happening in Taurus. Like, you were going through some huge transformations, okay? Huge transformations. Now, you really are starting a new chapter in your life. I hope you know that. If you don't feel it yet, it's coming. I did a video on eclipses. I'll leave the link up somewhere, usually at the end of the video, but to give you an idea. But these eclipses, if you don't feel it right away, it's coming. Also, you have Jupiter in your sign. This month, Saturn goes direct. Last month, Pluto went direct. And then next month, Jupiter's going direct. So we are officially getting out of all those retrogrades, okay? So keep that in mind. It's really, really nice. Now, I want you to think about The Truman Show. Did you ever see that movie? Remember at the end of the movie, Jim Carrey, he climbs those steps and he walks out the studio. All right, this is your moment. This is your moment. Your new life. You just came into this new chapter in your life, okay? I really love this for you, and the world is cheering you on. Even that guy in the bathtub. You remember that scene? That was really funny. But here's the reason why that I'm bringing this up as an analogy is because that's what this month is like. We've just come out of eclipse season, all right? And y'all, Tauruses, are going out of all the signs. I mean, some major shifts, major transformations, especially, you're just moving into this better place in your life. Now, again, why I bring up The Truman Show is not only because it's like, okay, what's next? He walks through the door. Now what's next? That's up to you, okay? That's all up to you. And so you're in this new phase in your life. The other reason I'm bringing up Truman Show is because Neptune is very active this month, okay? Neptune is really active. Neptune is all about creativity. It's all about imagination, dreams, like your dreams. So it's like, imagine walking through that door. Imagine for yourself what's next for you. All right, what's next for you? And November is that month. Now, we still have Mars in Scorpio for the majority of the month. We're still in Scorpio season for the first half of the month. Mercury's still in Scorpio. So until the 9th. Okay, so all that activity in Scorpio, there's definitely some activity going on with partnerships and relationships, okay? And this can be love, this can be romance, it can be business, it can be career. There's some changes happening for y'all, okay? And it has been like this, and I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna continue because we move into Sagittarius season this month, and Sagittarius is your 8th house of transformation. Okay, so it's continuing. Your life is transforming. Okay, it's transforming in a big way. So I want you to know November is going to be very different from October. It's almost like, what now? Okay, that's kind of like the theme of the month, but you've got all these changes. It's planning, it's taking action for these changes, but also just really tapping into your intuition, all those creative moments, being creative in terms of this month, and not only like building this next, cycle in your life that you're moving into, but creative in terms of like solving problems and seeing things and whatnot. So, and I say that because there are some days that are just like, you're going to have to be creative around this time. There are some big moments. So here's the thing. November is, there's not as many aspects as we've had the past few months, but the aspects that we have are powerful. They pack huge punches. All right. So with that said, we have a full moon in Gemini. We have a new moon in Scorpio. Again, your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. So new moons, they bring in new beginnings, new opportunities. This full moon in Gemini, that's at the end of the month. It really is. If you want to think back to June 17th, 18th, remember all these, they all correspond, right? They're cycles. So if you want to think back what you started around that time, there could be some sort of clarity, conclusion, something culminating around this time for something new, like something taken to a next level. But interestingly, there are some like challenging aspects that happen on the new moon and the full moon of this month, and we'll talk about that. And if you are new to my channel, after I do your spread, stick around because I break it down week by week. I tell you what's going on every week, the good days, the bad days, and even, and I pull a lot more cards. All right. So with that said, Taurus, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you for November 2023. Again, this is for Taurus and Taurus rising. If you want to read for your moon, your Venus, actually, I would read for your Venus for sure. Venus is changing signs. Venus is moving into Libra. Now, Venus is your ruling planet, but it's also Libra's ruling planet as well. And so Venus is so much better in Libra, than it is in Virgo, and it's been in Virgo. So it's finally leaving Virgo. Okay. And so keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you, Taurus, for this month, November 2023. So, Taurus, like I said earlier, by the way, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Really does bring the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Taurus, you're amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Your life is changing, and it is showing here in your spread. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe this. You are not going to believe it either, but let's get going. I'm ready for this. I hope you are too. There's definitely big changes happening in your life. You did get the Queen of Cups, okay, in your past. So this is really great. Now I want you to remember this is a monthly spread, not a weekly, okay? So so monthly. So this is really great. There's been a lot of love going around in your life. It's like you're loving yourself again. There are moments that are happening in your life where there's not only like, is there like kind of like this fulfillment, right? Energy of things finally going your way. But a lot of just these, it's like there's less stress, there's less of that, is a big energy coming through. But the Queen of Cups is I really love her. She has all this love to give, all this self-love as well, but she's also very intuitive. She's the most intuitive queen to a psychic level, all right? And she has this like emotional depth to her. She has this emotional intelligence to her. So I really love that. She came up in your past. Again, it depends on what day you watch this reading, but again, this is absolutely amazing. You're coming from a great place, and you're coming from a place where I'm getting a message of like learning more about you being seen, you being heard, you knowing that there's comfort to come and things are getting a lot more comfortable for you. But it really is that love, okay? And that self-love and knowing that again, your life is transforming and for the better, but all this emotional energy that's going through you is really fueling your intuition as well. All right, so that's always really great. It's always really good to be in touch with their intuition. Now, you did get the 10 of Swords in the heart of your spread. All right, so Taurus, this is the card where it's first. I'm going to point something out. You can see this man completely impaled by swords. He's not in a good place, but this is the card of new dawn. And so what it really means here, after coming after those eclipses, especially the full moon lunar eclipse that happened in your sign, where there was something coming to an end. All right. So it looks like it's definitely happening. Okay. And again, a lot of it is that like stress and, there's, so much these sorts. Think about like, uh, betrayals and feeling like you hit rock bottom and feeling like things were just not going your way. It's all coming to an end as long as you learn from it, as long as you don't let it dictate your life, as long as you feel empowered from those moments, okay? That's what those energies are for. Those like those low frequency energies like anxiety and stress and fear, they're meant to fuel you, okay? So it's okay to feel those energies. There's a reason why we weren't built as robots, right? We're human beings. We're built with a range of emotions. So yeah, we are going to feel a lot of that. We are going to feel a lot of that, and it's okay. We're all human beings. We're meant to feel those feelings. But don't get stuck in those feelings. Now, I'm going to show you something here that's really relevant to you. His hand gesture, the same hand gesture as the Hierophant. Okay? Which, as you know, is Taurus. All right? So it's almost like blessing in disguise, but also like that blessing when you learn from everything. Like if you were to pull these swords out one by one, all right, with each sword is a lesson that you've learned as you move into this new chapter. Like I said, these dark clouds are clearing for the sun to come through. This is the card of new dawn, okay? The sun is coming through. Secondly, it's 10. 10 is the end. All right. It's the end of all this. Okay. 1 0 equals 1, a new beginning that's happening for you this month. All right. As long as you learn from the things that have, been challenging for you. And it's only so you never have to go through those experiences again. Okay. So you're actually really good. And in fact, I'm going to do something here that I rarely do. I usually go in order, but I'm going to show you something here. Remember I said this is the card of new dawn. The sun is coming through. It's in the heart of your spread. Well, look in your future. The sun has fully come through. You're good, Taurus. You're good. You did get the 3 of Swords in your challenge area. So yeah, there's still something this month that you're going to let go, or you will have to let go. Something that you really have to surrender in order for this new beginning to move into the direction of the sun. But this is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. The 3 of Swords really is, just it being in your challenge area. There could have been, for some Tauruses, maybe during the eclipses or even maybe this month, there could be something that's really hard in terms of letting go. It could be a partnership. It could be a relationship, especially with all that activity in Libra, right? That we've been having, which is a native ruler of partnerships and relationships. And this card is ruled by Libra. In fact, it's Saturn in Libra. Remember that yeah, it is. And so remember I said Saturn is going direct this month. All right. So it can be even a friendship. There could have been something with a friendship here. Which does qualify as like, partnership relationship, because that's just like one-on-one, you being, having a relationship one-on-one with someone else. But Saturn is in Pisces, okay, along with Neptune, and that is your 11th house of your social network. And it could be even like a group you belong to, or organization you belong to, something like within your community. But something has got to give, and something is going to come to an end. It could be like really hard for you, but at the same time, it's necessary. Okay. It's like not part of your path. All right. And so you will have some clarity around that this month, because again, I'm going to point out some dates where it may be challenging this month. Okay. And yeah, after this though. But the thing that I'm going to point out here that's really great is Well, look at all this sunlight. Remember, this is the card you down. The sun is coming through. You already got the sun now. Look at all this sunlight here. So, like, you are moving. Look at the progression here. Like, you are moving into this great place. Now, remember, I said there's a lot of intuition energy with the Queen of Cups. Well, this is one of very few cards that have purple in it. Okay. And, violet is, think about the crown chakra, right? Like that spiritual awareness, that divine awareness. Like, wear more purple in your life, have more purple in your life. But it really is, you can even see, like, I have so much purple here, but it's violet light, by the way. It has the shortest wavelength. And so it has the highest level of energy. So again, there's a lot of you coming into this like your spirituality raised to a whole other level, like having a lot more appreciation, a lot of self-love. Again, this is, I love your spread. Now, you did get the 4 of Wands in your crown. A lot of y'all are definitely, and the Empress in the root of your spread. So I absolutely love this. A lot of y'all are definitely thinking about getting married. Yeah. A lot of y'all are thinking about getting new jobs if you haven't already, or ascending in your job, or moving in with a partner, or moving, or doing something that is really just ascending. Okay, this is a card of milestones, so I really love this for you. It really is a card of celebration. It could be even like, a new baby that you're thinking about having, or just a baby. I guess babies are new, right? So I don't need the, I guess new is redundant. So a baby. But these big moments, I love this for you. I absolutely love this for you because you also got the Empress, all right, ruled by Venus. As you know, Venus is, like I said, your ruling planet. So you can even see the symbol of Venus in her stone-shaped heart there. Oh, come on. That's amazing. I absolutely love this for you. I absolutely love this for you. Venus is still in Venus is still in Virgo up until like, what day? The 8th? Or is it the 8th? It is the 8th, okay? So that still is in your 5th house of love and romance and creativity, but also like procreation. Some of y'all are definitely having babies with what's happening here, but we're thinking about it. But even still, there's this newness. There's something new that's happening here. Because 3 is the birth of new things. It's creation. And so she's even pregnant, the Empress here, who, by the way, is a goddess, right? Not a queen, not a priestess, a goddess. This is huge. Venus, all about love, romance, pleasure, creativity, sex, money, everything that you think that Venus represents. But there's a lot of passion. This is living life through passion, through pleasure, and, even sensuality. And that's something that Taurus is really known for, right? Taurus is, because you are ruled by Venus. It's like you love the physical, you love being touched, even if it's just like a hug. It's so nice for you. But I love this. There is something new happening this month for you for sure, especially with the Ten of Swords in the heart of your spread, and now the Empress with the 4 of Wands and with the Sun in your future. You're good. The Sun is all about abundance. It's all about, vitality. It's growth. It's really, really nice to have the Sun in your future. If you've ever gotten a tarot reading, the Sun is the biggest yes. The Sun is the most powerful symbol in tarot. It's the most powerful thing in the world. You and me, everyone on this planet, our pets, everything, it's alive because of the Sun. Our solar system exists because of the Sun. And if you want to go really meta, if you really want to go there, we know there's trillions of galaxies, right? Like out there in the universe, and they're all, I think the number, it's like 85% is maybe even like 90. They're all made of like star systems, right? Star clusters, especially like binary star systems. We have a sun. We are an anomaly. This is how special the sun is. Like, you're absolutely good. You can even see, the wisdom child on the white horse. And the sunflowers here, the red banner, victory, success, purity, a lot of that like feeling free, that like long hair, no care. I love this for you. And then remember this whole theme of what's happening here, something ending, something new beginning, like this new cycle in your life, this new phase in your life, this new chapter in your life. Especially with everything already here, you even with this sun, you can see the wisdom child. I'm going to show you something here. You see the wisdom child? You see that red feather coming out of his head? Same one from the fool. Okay? The fool, which kicks off the fool's journey. When I say new, something new, like, yeah, you're good. You're good. And you have this auspicious future. Let's get to your staff. Taurus, if you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from you, and it really does help, like the algorithm and stuff. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Y'all are amazing, and I wouldn't be here without you, so I am truly grateful. I really do appreciate it. And remember, stick around because I am going to pull more cards. Yeah, this is very interesting here. Okay? Okay. All right, sure. I know you got something up your sleeve, Taurus. You got a lot of new things happening, especially because you got the Three of Wands. Hello, there you go. This card is all about change, but it's also taking action for that change. Okay, it's attributed to Sun in Aries, and as we know, the Sun is well, maybe you don't, but the Sun is exalted in Aries. But even still, this is absolutely amazing. Like, there's so much that you want to discover, a lot of self-discovery too. There's so much that you want to go see. There's, again, it's another 3, all right, these new beginnings. But there is a sense of this man, think about the medieval times, right? Like they didn't have iPads, they have Netflix or the ET or the Goonies or whatever. They had villages and rocks and land and sea. And so leaving your village to go see what's out there was a big deal. All right. And as you know, the saying, the sky's the limit. I mean, this card is all sky here. A lot of sunlight. You're good. You're good. I mean, there's a lot of newness that's happening in your life in November. You also got strength. All right. So, hello, you're amazing. There you go. Boom. You're good. I mean, the strength card is, I'm going to hold it up again. There we go. Because I think it's out of focus. I don't know. It's been a long day, so I'm doing this at like night time. But yeah, it's almost like you have the universe on your side right now. All right. The strength card is only one of 2 cards where they have the symbol of infinity over their heads, infinite possibilities, infinite potential that comes with that strength. I would just say, like, the strength coming with the sun card, like there's so much power here, but power in new beginnings. It's like, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And if you feel that there are some things that need some closure, things that you have to like get over or end, right? Like a cycle you have to end. This is a month where you will likely find that inner strength to do it. You also got the Page of Swords, which I'm going to pull up really close to see if this will focus there we go. This is really amazing. Okay. Mercury is actually moving into Sagittarius, which I'll explain later, but it is very interesting, and I only bring that up because this is, the pages are they're the messengers, right? And the swords are all about, it's the air suit, so intellect and logic and communication. But at the same time, looking at your entire spread, it looks like you just want to get going. You just want to get going. It's all, you're so enthusiastic. You're so enthusiastic. It's almost like you feel like 500 years younger. Do you know what I mean? Like there's that kind of energy that's coming through. Um, I love this for you. I love this for you. I mean, and then you got the Two of Pentacles, in your challenge, in your final outcome. And so you could be just very busy this month. I'm not gonna lie. There is a sense of like, with so many new things happening, like you do get busy, right? Like when you're planning on like moving in with someone or moving somewhere or you starting a new job, or do you know what I mean? Like there's always like that, there's a lot of that, but remember to keep that balance, all right? That equilibrium, all right? That's going to be crucial. I really want you to keep that in mind. I want you to keep that in mind. It's going to be a big thing for you. Are some of y'all traveling, by the way? Some of y'all may be going on some big trip. But, you know, at the end of the day, there is, let me just see. I mean, some of y'all could have a decision to make, and you have to really, it's that like balance energy that's going to be important in terms of like if there is something that needs to come to culmination, if there's something that you have to release, if there's something that you have to surrender in order to move forward in this new cycle. But it even can be just something up here as well. But there is, and you know, I'll even clarify that for you. Yeah, you know what it is? It looks like some of y'all are just going to have to choose between like new jobs. It's like a good thing what's happening here. Whatever it is, again, some of y'all could just be very busy, so you're going to have to be careful about like handling everything. You can see the juggler here balancing like the two different pentacles, which are within the symbol of infinity, which you already got here. And so just keep that in mind. Just time management and making sure that everything is like balanced in your life. But again, clarified, you got the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory. It's a card of success. It's like you're moving into this great place in your life. So it really looks like some of y'all may have to make a decision, choosing between like, and it's like, and it's like a good one, like a new job offer comes through and now you're like, do I stay at my job or do I move to this job, or something else comes through where you have to make some sort of decision, like my business is going well, but all these new clients want to come in. Do I take them on? Do I have the time for that? Like think about that balance in your life. But it's a good thing what's happening. All right, so Taurus, like I said, I break it down week by week. Let's see what's going on for you for every week this month. First week of November, I'm not gonna lie, we kick it off actually really great. On the 2nd, the sun opposite Jupiter. This is just a really happy day. There's just expect like things to start expanding in your life. I'm gonna mention the 3rd, Venus, your ruling planet, is gonna be opposite Neptune. And remember, I said Neptune is really active this month. And so it's just a day where, you know, things can be foggy around this time. So just wear your fog goggles, your foggles. Okay. You're going to be fine. Who am I? Anyway, just be like honest with yourself this day. And then on the 4th, November 4th is a big day when Saturn goes direct, okay? Saturn's been retrograde since June, okay? Actually, Saturn went retrograde around the time of the new moon in Gemini. Interesting, right? So that's going to be really nice for you because that sits in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes. So you're starting to see the things that you have wanted coming to fruition this month. I have a feeling a lot of y'all already have. Now, yeah, and if you're in the US, don't forget daylight savings, all right, on the 5th, or you know, wherever you live where it is daylight savings, turn back your clock 1 hour. We're going back in time. Time travel exists. Now, here's what we can expect for you. There's a couple other things happening this week, but we'll talk about more in the weekly reading. The main thing is just Saturn going direct is actually like the huge thing. So with that said, let's see what's going on for you, Taurus, for the first week of November. You're good. So that's your third three. Well, fourth, if I mean, you did get the three of swords, which is a three. It's in your challenge area, but you see you got the three of cups, which is all about celebration. It's all about joy. It's all about, bonding too is a big thing here. All right. Remember Saturn going direct in your 11th house, not only your hopes and wishes, which is like, hey, they're celebrating something that came true here. But it's also your social network. Okay, so there's a lot of newness there with the Empress. Remember, you also have the three of wands. That's really crazy. um that's a lot of newness. Now if you're into numerology, you would know 333, and that's communication too. So definitely communicate this month, okay? The things that you want. Don't hold anything in, all right? So now, the second week of November, on November 6th, Venus is going to trine Pluto. This is like fuego. It's lit, as the kids say. This is a really intense day of like passion, of like major passion. This is really nice. Okay, it doesn't matter if you are if you are single. First of all, if you do not go out there and mingle, if you're looking for companionship or partnership, or what your like life partner, soulmate hunting, you better go out there. This day was made for that. Okay, this day was made for that. And then money could be a big thing for a lot of y'all. And remember, Venus is your ruling planet here. So this is going to really like hit you. Really like romantic day. It's all about your desires here. I love it. I love it. Now, on the same day, Mercury is going to trine Neptune. And so this is a day where your, imagination could go wild. Your creativity could just be like off the hook chain. Off the hook chain. Do people still say that? I don't know. There's got to be a new thing. Off the rack. All right. Your, creativity could be off the rack. Is that? Anyway, so remember, Mercury is a planet of communication. So keep that in mind. All right. Keep that in mind. And Mercury is still at this point, still in Scorpio. So there's, again, that partnership activity, relationships, one-on-one relationships. And then Venus moves into Libra. Now, Venus is, again, like I said, your ruling planet, but it rules two planets. It rules you. It also rules Libra. So Venus is leaving Virgo, moving into Libra, which is again, like it's domicile there too. So this is really great. I absolutely love this. It is your sixth house. Everyday activities, routines, your daily routine. Sixth house also rules health. There's it. I love. This is just going to be beautiful for the next few weeks, for the entire month. At this point, I mean, you're going to feel it, like that love and that romance. And again, for a lot of y'all, if you're here for money and career, I mean, like this is going to be very nice, very nice. Some of y'all are getting pets, by the way. Did you know that? You're getting some pets. Now, on the 9th, Mercury is moving into Sagittarius. Now, we're going to talk about this a little bit more in the weekly forecast, but keep this in mind, okay? Because at the end of the month, the sun is moving into Sagittarius. We move into Sagittarius season, and then Mars moves into Sagittarius. So now we're going to have this huge buildup in Sagittarius, which, like I explained earlier, is their 8th house of transformation, okay? Of, even empowerment and rebirth. But it's also other people's income, other people's money, things like that. And looking at what's happening for y'all in general for Tauruses, it looks like a lot of y'all maybe, when I say other people's money, it could be like your partner's income, okay? Or so a lot of y'all could be moving in with partners or sharing joint bank accounts or something around this time.
more toward the end of the month, okay? Not when Mercury's in Sagittarius. You could start talking about it now. Now, here's the one, but it's also like bonuses, commissions, inheritance, investments. But now here's the thing about Mercury and Sagittarius. It's actually in its detriment, okay? Mercury's all about logic, and it's not, it's like a confusing play. It's confusing, but it's productive. It's really interesting. I always say Mercury and Sagittarius is just silly. Okay, it's silly, it's goofy, it's fun, it's enthusiastic, but it's a little scattered. Think about like, have you ever done like a what's it called, an escape room? Okay, you know, if you've ever done that. So if you've ever, if you've ever done an escape room, like even if you've gone for the first time, it's just like it's kind of fun and it's silly and it's like, oh my gosh, and it forces your brain to think in ways that never has been before. But it's like it's like fun in that way. It's like, Mercury in Sagittarius is like really big, like thinking really big and kind of restless and very optimistic. But again, it's still like what's going on? But anyway, keep that in mind. We'll talk about it more in the weekly forecast. Now, a day that I want you to be very aware of is the 11th. Mars is going to oppose Uranus. Now, Uranus is in your sign, Taurus. This is going to affect you a lot. All right, because remember, Mars is in Scorpio in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Mars can be really aggressive in that placement, but Mars opposing Uranus is like there could just be an unexpected argument or conflict, something that's a little fiery. So keep that in mind. Uranus is all about breakthroughs, innovation as well, but it is the planet of the unexpected and surprises. So there could be something that's just like out of nowhere. You're just like, WTF, like what? So just trust your intuition and know that everything is, you're going to have a great month anyway. So don't let anything get your goat. So again, as you can see, week 2, a lot happening. Okay, these really big aspects. All right, Venus moving into Libra is huge. Okay, love it. And then Mercury into Sagittarius is really big. Venus trining Pluto is really big. So let's see what's going on for you, Taurus, for the second week of November. You got the Queen of Swords. Cool. I couldn't even. No, that's really great. I love the fact that you got the Queen of Swords. That's your second queen. It's, the reason why I say I love that is because the Queen of Swords is Libra. Like I said, Venus is moving into Libra. Venus, your ruling planet's moving into Libra. So it's almost like you're going to be in this element that's like really, really nice. And there is going to be this sense of like you just having a lot of power and authority in communication and in the way that you think and the way that you speak. It's got to be super nice for you. There's also a sense of at this point, it's like just being very fair. It's almost like you having gone through what you've gone through, like all the challenging moments you've gone through, you don't want anyone to experience that. So it's like, you remember we started off with the Queen of Cups. You have all this heart, all this love. So you're just going to be in this really great place. But it also, you could be like mediator for some things too this month. Just keep that in mind. All right. Keep that in mind. Now, or this week with the Queen of Swords there. Now, on the 3rd week of November, we have that new moon in Scorpio. Again, this is in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Okay. So again, something new brewing here, something really new. All right. Here's the catch though. On that same day, the sun is going to oppose Uranus. Again, Uranus is in your sign. You're going to feel this a lot more than the other signs. All right. And this is, can be a little challenging. All right. So even though that there's this beautiful new moon happening, the sun opposite Taurus, Uranus is, can be a little challenging around this time. All right. So just keep your spirits high and know that there's all these new beginnings and new opportunities coming through. All right. Now on the 17th, mark this in your calendar. And we're going to talk about this more in the weekly, but Mars is trining Neptune. The sun is trining Neptune, and the sun is conjuncting Mars. This is a powerful day with 3 powerful placements. Very auspicious. It's like a golden day. A lot about creativity, your imagination. You'll feel so driven, especially when it comes to, wait for it, partnerships and relationships. Because Mars, the sun conjuncting Mars, come on, that's really big. Also, like your hopes and wishes too. And there, again, can be some things with like friends and friendships around this time as well. But as you see, this is a big week with this new moon in Scorpio. But let's see what's going on for you. All right, Taurus, for the third week of November. You got the 7 of Wands. There's a lot of desire in this card. There's a lot of, it's really you just at this point, really standing up for yourself, standing your ground, drawing a line in the sand. Remember, in your final outcome, you got the 6 of Wands, victory, success, even fame. Like people like, look at this, all these people cheering you on. Like, you know, the guy in the bathtub in the Truman Show, right? When he walked through the door. When you have that kind of fame, when you get that success and recognition and all these great things happening in your life, sometimes people get a little jealous and they start coming after you and they're just like, I want what you have. And in a, you know, like in a way where it's just where you may have to say, back off. No. All right. But you know, this is a card all about valor. Okay. It's all about valor. And so valor is like, you know, trace the word back to its etymological root. It's valour. Okay. We're going to old French here. It meant worth and value. Okay. Remember, you rule the second house of self-worth and self-value. So really standing up, and it's great coming after the Queen of Swords. So no one's going to like get your goat. Let's just say get your bull, right? Because that's your son. But anyway, so it is going to be a time where, you know, there could be something where it's just like testing you for the third week. Especially with that sun opposite your sign, or sun opposite Uranus could be like a thing. But at the same time, this is all about valor. This is all about you knowing what you're worth. It's like, even in situations like if you are offered like a job position and you were, you know, if you were job hunting and they gave you, they said, and this is going to be your salary. This is your time to say, no, I worked my butt off and I know what I'm worth and what my value is and whatnot. So it really is just, again, just think standing your ground. Okay. So, 4th week of November, kicking it off really powerfully. We have the Sun sextile Pluto. We have Mars sextile Pluto. This is talk about empowerment. This is huge. And remember, Mars is in Scorpio at this time, and we're still in Scorpio season at this time. This is true, like, you're gonna notice these days, and they're absolutely amazing. These are absolutely amazing. Now on the 22nd, the sun is going to move into Sagittarius, so we officially move into Sagittarius season, and then on the 24th, Mars moves into Sagittarius. We'll talk more about this. This is a lot of energy that's in Sagittarius. Again, this is your 8th house of transformation, so you're still going through all this transformation, but a lot of it can include other people's resources. One day I do want you to be aware of is the 23rd, when the sun does square Saturn. It is a challenging day. You will be tested for sure. And I'm getting more of a feeling like it could be something with a friend or like a group you belong to, organization you belong to. But even still, it's just be patient, be cool, stay frosty. Now, on the 27th, we have a full moon in Gemini. A lot of things will be illuminated around this time, okay? But it still may be a little weird because not only, so it's a full moon in Gemini, which is great. This is in your second house. Salary, money, right? But remember, I said you rule the second house. You're the native ruler of the second house of self-worth, self-value. So I'm not surprised the 7 of Wands came up. Mercury is going to square Neptune this day. And so when anything is like, let's just say like things can be a little foggy again. Okay. So, just know the facts around this time. Full moons illuminate, so you may hear a lot of truth. There could be a lot of truth coming out, but it's also a full moon, so it's a culmination. It's the end of something, and you can trace it back to, if you want, the new moon in Gemini that we had June 17th, 18th, around that time. It happened just after midnight, so or just think about that week. All right. But in any case, let's see what's going on for you for the last week of November. You're going to be absolutely fine. Yeah, you're going to be fine. You're going to get whatever you want. That's the Queen of Wands. She gets whatever she wants. Okay. You're good. You're good. You got the Queen of Wands who, not only she's like the entrepreneur of tarot or of the queens. And so if you are here for career, like, yeah, you're definitely going to get what you want. A lot of y'all could be getting a new job or just feel really good in your career. Because that's what wands are, but wands are also your passion. So if you're not here for career or even love, it's just your passion. It's just think like a lot of passion. But a lot of y'all are having babies for sure now, knowing that with the Queen of Wands showing up. Yeah. With the Empress here, with the 4 of Wands, with the Sun. Oh yeah. Or thinking about it. Okay. So keep that in mind. That may be like a thing for you, but she is the most charismatic queen. She's a very popular queen. Like, you're going to be really like, people are going to like, you're going to be wearing your cool sunglasses around this time the last week and popping your collar up, doing whatever, Michelle Pfeiffer and Grease too. Okay. So whatever it is, but you're going to be really good because Queen of Wands, I'm going to show you something. Remember, she holds the sunflower. It's got the full powers of the sun. Okay. You even see the sunflowers in her throne, right? You see them in the sun card as well. You're good, Taurus. You're absolutely good. And you got 3 queens. And the Empress. You're 1000%, like, you're really good. You're good. I don't even know you got the card of victory, success, and your final outcome. Like, this is going to be a great month for you. It's going to be a pivotal month for you. A lot of new beginnings here. A lot of big new beginnings. It's like, wow. Like, yeah. And so, is there anything else here that, just now you're just going to be really good. Again, a lot of that intuition energy is really strong, but it's almost like the biggest thing this month is like, you're getting everything you want. You're going to have a lot of success. Like, you're moving into like a lot of new beginning, abundance, opportunities. Success is like a big thing here as well. But anyway, Taurus, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm very excited for you. Thanks. And if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I always mess up my lines. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I will see you next week. Okay, bye-bye.